I want them to. I can't even hear it, so I can't hear it. I think it's fine. It's up to you. They can turn it down. I mean, I can't even hear it. Good evening. We're going to start the ceremony. Welcome and thank you for attending tonight's dedication ceremony honoring the legacy of a true blue and gold Littleton Tiger, Millie McGovern. First, I want to thank Nancy Morrison and Anne-Marie Krause for being the driving force from proposal to fundraising to production to making this a reality tonight. If we could give them a round of applause, please. Also want to thank Bill Sturtz for donating his carpentry skills for the mounting of the plaque on the building. I was fortunate to work with Millie for my first 22 years in Littleton, but I've known her since I was in high school from 1984 to 1988. Doing what else? Selling tickets. Show up for basketball and football games, and Millie and Lee were selling tickets even back then. As a testament to Millie's work ethic and grit, she sold tickets for us right through the Sunday of the week that she passed away. And that was very, that was quite a moment when that happened, and I just thought I was just with her on Sunday, and she worked right up until that point, and I believe she was a crossing guard on Monday morning, if I'm not mistaken, at Shaker Lane. Millie was such a special person within our community and was loved by so many. She's so deserving of this honor, and by my count, she's only the third person to have a school property dedicated in her name. So at this time, Chuck DeCosta will be speaking next. He and I are going to unveil the plaque.
Not as tall as you.
Maybe.
We're not tall enough. Not quite as tall as Mike. Good evening, everyone. I'm humbled to be able to share some thoughts and some words about such a great woman who touched the lives of each of us here tonight. What a testament to Millie to see all of you here, so many faces that she knew and loved. And thinking of what to say tonight, many memories ran through my mind. And one thought I had was, Millie McGovern was royalty in Littleton. And the image of her in the tercentennial parade framed her as our queen perfectly. England lost their queen in September of 2022, and Littleton lost our queen in November of 2022. One of my favorite Millie interactions was in April of 2010. I was campaigning for a seat on our select board. I had this idea to stand across the street from the driveway to the high school with a sign, waving as people were flowing into the high school parking lot and dropping off. Wrong place. I heard you say it. Millie was not pleased, to say the least, and she let me know it. I respectfully put my tail between my legs, and I moved on. At pickup and drop-off, that intersection was Millie's turf, and I got a similar treatment to the infamous goat. Like you, Millie and I shared many laughs about that story. But what I loved most about Queen Millie was her love and pride for our town, her town, especially our kids. My 5 kids loved seeing Millie as they entered pretty much any game that required tickets in Littleton, as did all kids. It brings me joy to remember my kids hugging their surrogate grandmother at these events, regardless of their age. I think I speak for all of us here tonight and all that knew her. We're grateful to have known her and to have loved her. May all who enter this gate hear a soft voice in your heart. How are you, kid? And now it's my pleasure to introduce one of those kids whose life was touched by Millie, a Littleton High School senior. I'm not going to embarrass you. Talented thespian, an amazing artist, and just a great kid. Ms. Abby Nordhausen.
When I was first asked to paint this mural by Ms. Harvey and Ms. Morrison, my first reaction was, me? Actually? To be able to paint a mural like this for such an amazing woman was something I'd never dreamed of as an artist. And I'm so honored to be able to do it. I would like to thank LHS for all the paint funds and my sisters for helping me throughout the entire process. I'm truly so excited to finally show this to everyone after working on it all summer. It's been hard to keep it a secret. I hope that this mural will honor Millie's legacy forever and how important she was to the Littleton community. Millie will always be such a big part of our town. Without further ado, time to unveil the mural.
Good luck with the tape, Abby.
Wow.
Hey, favorite Donna. Favorite Donna. There's always three. 1, 2, 3.
Abby, the mural is amazing. Thank you so much. Now, up next at the podium, Joe Knox.
It's hard to follow something like that. That's so great. What a beautiful mural that actually is. It's hard to describe what Millie meant to the whole community because she did so much. She touched so many with her special charm, wit, compassion, and for getting things accomplished. The list could go on forever for what she gave to the town. So some of these things being a member of the police department as a guard, serving on numerous town boards, organizations, the Littleton Housing Authority, working at the polls, the Littleton Garden Club, the Littleton Rotary Club, and many more. And obviously she was an icon at selling tickets of all sports. Her personality was strong, unique, and she had a charming way of even convincing people that she disagreed with that she was right. And the smartest thing you could do is just agree. She was the soul of Littleton and wanted to touch everyone in a positive manner. She wanted to greet and say hello to everyone. And they can remember at the 300th parade, she was a special parade marshal. I know John Borowski's out there and he can attest to this. They tried to put her into a coupe, and she didn't like that because she wouldn't be able to get up and stand and wave to people, so they changed cars so she could stand there and say hello to everybody. I have known Millie since I was in high school, and way back then the football games were at the Wickham Field left field. I got to know her, and through all these years I'm simply amazed how she was able to relate to kids, whether they're in kindergarten, crossing the road, whether they're in middle school, high school, adults, parents, and seniors. I was just wondered at this wonderful personality. To quote something from and this came up in my thoughts, Neil Young in a song he wrote a while ago said, he made the comment, it's better to burn out than to fade away. And Millie didn't do either one. She didn't burn out, she went right to the end, and obviously she never faded away, and we still feel that here today. There was an article that was written by Roger LeBlanc, I think back in 2008, and they had to relate to her 80th birthday party. And in that article, Roger mentioned a million things. The attendance was just tremendous. But he mentioned family, mentioned how she worked for her husband, Leahy, and then mentioned all the different things she had done. But the one thing that caught me, and has caught me to this day, was the heading of that article. And the heading of the article says, we're talking about the leading lady of Littleton. And that's what she was. She was the leading lady of Littleton, and she will always be there, and we'll love her forever. Thank you. And I want to take this time to introduce Joanne McGovern Bishop.
Thank you, Joe. Hi. On behalf of the McGovern family, we want to thank everyone for this dedication. We could not think of a better way to honor our mother's memory. Our mother was involved in supporting Littleton school sports since my oldest brother Dennis joined the football team in 1969. And back then, the Boosters Club was formed to help generate some income and defray the cost of the equipment. And our mother quickly volunteered. When the club first began, they were selling candy from the back of a pickup truck or a folding table. And they actually then evolved into the concession stands you see today. And she was there right from the very beginning. Littleton students were a main focus for her, whether being the #1 fan for all the sports or just crossing the children of all ages, getting them safely to school, even the occasional goat. She became involved in many different lives and had so many stories to tell about all of them. She loved them so much. She had 3 names that we knew her by. It was Millie, Nanny, and best of all, Mom. And believe us, she loved them all equally. Again, we'd like to thank you all for coming. And it is just a very meaningful spot for us to have a memorial for our mom here, where she spent so many joyful, happy hours of her life. And to see you all here, it really means so much to all of us in our family. And I want to say thank you very much for coming, and enjoy the game. Thanks.
NCTV broadcast. My name is Benjamin Storm, and I'm accompanied by a great friend of mine, Lincoln Palmer, and we're here today for some Littleton High School football. We got a battle of the Tigers on our hands, folks, as we have the, of course, our home Littleton Tigers, and our away team is going to be the Tyngsborough Tigers. We're here at Alumni Field. It is a wonderful, crisp fall day, and it just feels like football weather. Palmer, what do you think?
Absolutely, man. I'm getting excited. I think we're both thinking, hey, let's get ready, let's get on the field. Our game's about to start, but we're in the booth going to watch a good game. We're looking forward to calling it, and we think it's going to be a good one.
You know, as a player, I always had this game marked on my schedule, and I can remember the emotions, you know, and the anticipation of the game. This is definitely an exciting one between a rival of ours, so this should be a great game, folks.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to it, and looks like Littleton is going to be kicking off. I didn't see who won the toss, but we are just about to kick off here at Alumni Field. We had a great presentation for the late and great Millie, so we're going to be looking forward to getting the game started as the Tigers are about to kick off to the Tyngsborough Tigers.
Yes, it was a wonderful celebration for Mrs. Millie McGovern, the late and the great, as Palmer says. Just always remember her being there at the ticket booth, getting my tickets before this game.
We got Tyler Bronco, looks like, here to kick off. Little pooch down the fairway. Nice return here for the Tyngsborough Tigers. He gets a sideline, breaks a couple tackles, and pushes his way right to the 41-yard line. Great return here by the Tigers, and a little bit of miscommunication for Littleton.
So, folks, if we take a look back last week versus Air at their place, Littleton comes out with a win, 7-0 defensive battle there. Last week on the Tyngsborough side of things, they played Oakmont. They squeaked out a W there, 28-26. This should be a great game tonight.
Looks like we got the Tigers one man back and one to the side. Looks like a run up the middle. Big hole there. Trucked along for the first down, it looks like. I didn't see who made the initial contact for the Tigers, but that's chunk yardage, and if that's a sign of things to come, that's going to be a problem.
Big gaping hole there, Palmer, and if that is the trend to continue in this game, it's not going to be bright for the Tigers. They got to figure out a way to stop this run.
They're not wasting any time here. Tyngsborough right up to the line, little miscommunication. What wide receiver was where? Again, another handoff, but it looks like that might have been swallowed by Littleton. But they push along for another 4 yards or so.
Yeah, I saw Zach Milner in there on that tackle, and he was, you know, probably my star of the game last week against Air Shirley. He was just their workhorse. They kept running it with him, and he was great. He scored the game-winning touchdown.
Again, Tyngsborough wasting no time. QB Power over to the left. Nice first down, cuts back. Just yards, down to the 26-yard line. That was the quarterback keeper. I believe that's Goulette, number 4. And that's a nice little gain of 20 there. Just quarterback all the way, break it out to the left, and keep on going till the cutback.
Yeah, nice gain is right, Palmer. Littleton seems to be maybe come out a little bit flat with the short week because of the delayed game last week.
Goulette to throw, nice completion. Looks to be about 9 yards. And that was number 8, I believe, for Tyngsborough.
Nicholas Brooks of Littleton in there on the tackle. Good wrap up by him, getting him down before the receiver there can get any more yards.
That was Timmy with the nice grab of 9. Oh, miscommunication here. Evades a sack, but gang tackle there for the Tigers. We got 56, 55, 50. You take your pick, they were on it. Little substitution here, 56 for the Tigers coming off. Delayed McCoy.
Yeah, that was really good penetration from this Tigers D line. They really came in from all sides there. Quarterback had nowhere to go, looking around.
Absolutely. There's a little miscommunication. Goulette went to hand the ball off, and the running back wasn't on the same page, number 6. We don't have him on our sheet, so we do not know his name, unfortunately, but he looks like a pretty good running back so far.
Yep, you said it right there, Palmer. Gashes the Tigers again, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Now we're going to be just inside the 15, call it the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, one back with Goulette, one to the right. Hand off again. I mean,
Yeah, Tyngsborough's just running this thing at will.
yeah, I mean, when you're getting 10 yards a chunk, that's a problem. Looks like 61's going to come off for the Tigers and maybe look to make an adjustment. That's Joey Taylor.
Yeah, Tyngsborough not really doing anything too special, just running in between the tackles. Here's another one.
And that's going to punch it in. Goulet hands it off to his right, and that's a touchdown for Tyngsborough.
Wow.
Didn't take too long. 8:55 on the scoreboard still of the first quarter, and let's see if Coach Asante can rally the troops here and maybe put together something offensively.
Did not take too long is right, Palmer. You know, I kind of expected the Tigers defense to be just a little bit more stout there, because last game that seemed to be one of the strengths of this Tigers team.
You know, I don't know if it's a linebacker problem or a D-line problem, but field goal is good there, but it looks like you're not getting any penetration, and they're just getting run over, plain and simple.
Exactly right, Palmer, exactly right.
No grit there for Littleton in the first opening drive. Hopefully they can turn that around.
Yeah, Littleton getting blown off the ball, just not able to fill gaps. And when that D-line gets blown off the ball, that makes it very hard for the linebackers to come up and make a play, as they now have to worry about their own linemen in their face. So, you know, if the Tigers if the Littleton Tigers, that is, want to stay in this game, you know, the line, that D-line really needs to be able to stop the run, or else this could be a long game, Lincoln.
Ain't that the truth? Looks like who do we have back for the Tigers here? We got number 3 and looks like Evan Mano. If I'm Tyngsborough, I'll tell you whose hands I'm not putting the ball in, and that's Evan Mano. That kid is just a dog.
Yep, looks like Tyler Bronco would be your number 3.
Tyler Bronco, yep. 10 kicking for the Tigers. As in Tyngsborough Tigers, that's going to be a problem all night as well.
Yeah, well, we'll just say Tyngsborough and Littleton.
Number 7 on the return for Littleton. Finds a lane. Beautiful. Looks great. Gets up to just about the 40. Called the 36-yard line. And that's a pretty bright sign. Hopefully the offense can rally off that as they jog out there for the offense.
Really good blocking there. I'm wondering if that was maybe a bit of a gaffe on the kickoff for Tyngsborough, because you know, this team normally kicks the ball through the end zone. They have a strong enough kicker. So seeing that right there, I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but not very well executed, and the Littleton Tigers take advantage.
All right, you guys got 2 to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. And looks like that's Evan Mansauer running the helm for quarterback. A little bit of back and forth between him and Milner last week, but looks like Mansauer is going to lead the way out here for the first drive. Little shift, kick out block, right up the middle, and that's good for probably about 6. Call it 7.
Zach Milner on the carry, and that's exactly what they were doing last week, all the way down the field. Speaking of Jason Mansauer, Palmer, you mentioned it before, him coming out. Last week, we know Andrew Milner started the game, Mansauer coming in to fill in, but, you know, he did a pretty good job, and he looked very comfortable with the position he was in. Settled down and was able to do enough to win the game, and that's really all that matters.
Looks like we got some miscommunication on the ref's part, but looks like we're going to get back at it. We got number 9 and 2 down to the bottom. That's Branco and Brooks. Excuse me, that's Mano and Brooks. Mansauer again, little option. Swallowed up. I mean, you're lucky there just to get back to the line of scrimmage if you did. Maybe a loss of 1.
Little fumble in the exchange there from Mansauer to Milner, and it was enough time wasted to allow Tyngsborough to get that penetration, get in the backfield. You know, as our famous defensive coach, Coach Ferranta, used to say, that was a party in the backfield.
That's a party, man.
But unfortunately for the wrong team there.
I'll bring the chips. Let's see what the Littleton can do here. 3rd and about 6. Probably going to pass it here. Milner in the backfield protecting Mansauer. Good out route by Mano, and he gets the first down. He gets clobbered, but he made sure he got it. Number 2.
Yeah, great awareness there by Mano to know where the chains are, stick his head and his shoulders down, and keep his legs turning to get past that line to gain. First down, Tigers going to move in this ball right now.
Now, I know one thing we notice is Tyngsborough's size is looking pretty big compared to Littleton. And you got to think, are they going to try to throw the football around rather than run it up the middle? Oh, nice cut by Milner. And that's a gain of 10. Just when I say throw the ball around, they say, no, thank you, running up the middle for 10.
Hey, Palmer, you mentioned the size of these players. Not to quote Coach Ferrante again, but B-I-G don't spell tough.
Yes,
so if Littleton can come out of here and just, have tenacity and more grit than the other team, than Tyngsborough, then they'll fare well here.
Now, we do have Milner on the sideline running signs with Coach Asante Easter. Mansauer again hands it off to 10. Milner again. I mean, he's a tough cookie.
He is the workhorse, Palmer,
we said last week that he's a dog, man. He got over 100 tackles last year. He hits the hole hard. Doesn't matter which side of the ball he's on. Number 3 is going to take a water break. Branco. Littleton getting their sign.
Yeah, they'd love to do a little mid-play, sign language, if you will.
Handoff, bad snap, but it looks like Mansauer made the best of it. Gain of about 3. Call it 2. Milner again. He's getting a lot of carries. He's a good guy to have on your fantasy team, that's for sure. Holy smokes!
Exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah, he's definitely a big part of this game plan, and I would be really surprised if he doesn't come away with another big game to follow up his big game last week.
All right, we got 2nd and about 8 here. I'm thinking they're gonna put the ball in the air. Another option play, and that's swallowed up. That's gonna be a loss of 1. Oh no, loss of 3. It's gonna be now about 3rd and 11, maybe even 12. Now the ball's going in the air, Stormman. What routes are you liking here out of Evan Mano? He's gonna be our guy to watch.
I kind of like a post route across the middle of the field here. Maybe end up back of the corner of the end zone, but I don't know if Mansauer is the arm for that. Maybe a quick hitter.
I was just going to say, you know who else would like that? Number 11 on Tyngsborough.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah, I'd like a slant to answer your question, Palmer.
Yeah, slant. I mean, you do have to get 11 yards here. They got 2 in the backfield here. Mansauer steps up, gets a route. Little QB keeper, and he's swallowed up with a loss of 1, and Tigers are likely going to punt the ball here.
Yeah, we'll see. They are over that 45-yard line, which is kind of that, that's when you flip a coin. Are we going for it or are we not?
The thing is at the high school level on these punts, it's how far you're going to get it and how much is the return going to be.
Right.
Again, you're over that 45-yard line. There's no right answer is what it comes down to, but
yeah, I agree.
You got to go with the football gods and punt the football away.
Yeah, I agree with punting the ball here.
And you got a good leg in Branco. He's got quite the leg on him, quite the boot. Good snap. Oh, that's a rush if I've ever seen one by Tyngsborough. Oh, my God. And that's why you punt the ball. That's why you do it.
Great punt right there. Kind of lands.
Inside the 10, call it the 9-yard line.
Lands at the Tyngsborough 15 and then just keeps on rolling a bit. But you mentioned it, Palmer. Good boot on him. He's also pretty good on kickoffs. So, Tyler Bronco.
Good leg on him.
Good punt there.
A lot of clock chewed off on that drive, folks. And 3:48. They had some good plays. They had some bad plays. I mean, and then they punt the ball away, and that was one of their better plays. But
I think the play calling maybe got a little too predictable there with the running. But I get why the Tigers are starting to, trying to establish an identity.
Keeper to Goulet. Oh, nice block by 71 on Tyngsborough. Cut back by 4. Couple guys to beat. Looks like the Tigers will wrangle him down at the 42-yard line. And I believe that was Goulet with an impressive run and cutback. Nice gain of probably about 35. Oh, we got a flag, folks. We got a flag.
This could be coming back.
Right on the 16-yard line.
And it will be coming back.
Personal foul on the defense. Bring it back. I believe they actually got 71 on that peel back block. It looked pretty good to me. Led with hands, but he might have led with a little too much helmet to warrant the flag.
That's just one of those bang plays as a ref. You know, you got to make a decision in the moment. It's kind of a lose-lose, but that's a win for the Tigers for sure.
Yeah, big break. That's gonna bring them back to probably, I don't know, 8-yard line looks like.
So now they would have been at about the 40-yard line, but now they're at the 8. So I think the Littleton will take that trade-off any day of the week for sure.
It looks like it's going to be about first and a few. Hand off top, up the middle, and that's a first down. That's, again, 6. I apologize, folks. We do not have his name on our sheet.
Yeah.
But he's gotten a couple carries, and he's looked sharp so far.
He has. He keeps the legs churning through contact, and that's been the difference.
Good penetration there by the Tigers D-line. Trying to see here, is it the D-line that's getting washed down? Is it the linebacker not making tackles? Trying to keep an eye here to give you guys a little insight on what the problem is on these runs. Tyngsborough back again. Hand off to 6, right up the middle again. They just got these big holes. The linemen are getting washed down and forcing these linebackers to make tackles while being blocked. And then the safeties are coming in to crack them. But either Littleton's gonna have to bring these linebackers down and bring these safeties down to stop this run and make them throw it over the top. I mean, Goulette's only thrown the ball once.
Yeah, Tyngsborough working at a really good tempo right now. They just got everything going for themselves. They kind of got the Tigers on their back heels.
And that looks like it's going to be another first down.
Yeah, that'll be good for 11. And, you know, this is exactly what we talked about. Not filling gaps up front.
Get washed down.
And if the Tigers want any chance in this game, they have to be able to stop the Tyngsborough run. Or else they will just keep running it. And what happens to the defense when they keep running the ball is they get worn down. You're going to see hands on hips. People breathing heavy.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great fall night, but I think it's still a little too warm to see people's breaths in the air.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be seeing it pretty quick. Little audible for Goulette here. Again, a handoff.
Yeah,
pretty
better defense there from the Tigers.
Number 7 on the Tigers, Littleton that is, and that's Hunt. And 55 stuffed that hole, forced him out.
Yeah, Joseph Cormier there. Great play from the D-line.
I got him at 6 foot 225. I wouldn't want to get hit by him.
No, it's a hole plugger right there with athleticism.
I do notice that nice cutback by Goulette. He is fast, folks. 7, nice tackle in the open field. That's Hunt. I mean, Goulette just looks like he's moving at a different
He does. You gotta wrap him up when you get the chance there. Tigers had him in the backfield. They let him go. He made a great move. You got to give him credit. But he has the speed to scamper outside and get a great gain out of it. So, another first down for Tyngsborough.
On that play, the Tigers rushed 7, but they're busting it outside. Handoff again to 6, and he picks up 8.
Yeah, first quarter coming down to the last seconds, and this has been all Tyngsborough. It really has. It'll be interesting to see the adjustments that they make heading into the second quarter here.
Yeah, we got about 18 seconds left. Probably enough for 2 if they want it. QB keeper, Goulette. I'm just not a fan of the QB keepers, man. I hate getting my quarterback hit, especially when you got an athlete like that. I prefer just to hand it off.
And Palmer, it looks like that'll be our last play of the first quarter.
Absolutely.
So, thinking back to this first quarter, Lincoln, what adjustments would you like to see Coach Easter, and the Tigers make on defense?
I mean, I'd like to see, I think they got to bring these guys down. I think you got to bring your linebackers down. I think you got to bring your safeties down. You got to stop this run. Goulette's only thrown the ball once so far, was completed for probably 11 yards. But you got to stop this run first, otherwise they're just going to keep running you over. It's going to be 6-6-6 up the middle. You got to stuff that. Once you do that, then you worry about them throwing the ball over the top. We haven't seen Goulette's arm yet, so that's still to be discussed. But that's what I would do, is bring them down, try to stop
I
it.
see what you're saying, Palmer. So totally commit to this run, and maybe that big play will happen, but we're not going to die by 1,000 cuts.
Right. Absolutely.
I think that's a really good strategy here. I also think that the Tigers could maybe get more fired up. They looked a little bit flat coming out here. You have to think
They do.
Hey,
They look gassed. They look tired.
is it that short week, Palmer? What are your thoughts on that, or is that just an excuse?
I mean, it's a little of both. It's an excuse.
I
but
agree.
It was one day less, but I think on the other hand too, as you really see, I mean, look at the size of the guys walking up the Tyngsborough sideline, and look at how many guys we got walking up our sideline. So that plays into the tired and gassed. There's not enough subs. Guys are playing both sides of the ball. You're getting tired. It's still early enough in the game where that shouldn't be a huge factor.
Right.
But they're going to have to watch that as the game goes on for sure.
Right. Substitutions, it's a big deal. All right, first play of the second quarter. We're back into this second quarter action, folks. Thanks for staying with us here at LCTV.
Goulet, handoff again to the right. That's going to be a gain of about 6. Helmet comes off, and he's going to have to sit a play out. That's 10. Milner, not the guy you want to have to sit a play out, as 51's going to take his spot in the mic. Rule is once your lid comes off in game, you got to sit out a play. This looks like 3. He's got some speed on him too.
Yeah, and everything's just working for this Tyngsborough run game. They're running between the tackles. They're running off tackle. Everything's working, and the Tigers got to figure something out.
Yeah, they got to stop the run. They got to stop the run. Like I said, Goulet's only thrown the ball once. You can't put. You got to stop the run. That's what it comes down to, plain and simple. Handoff up the middle to 3, and he will be a yard short. Good tackle last minute.
You saw them try to do what you were saying and commit to the run there. I saw some D linemen of Littleton try to dive at the knees of Tyngsborough and
try
just,
not to get washed down
and just fill that space up. But it doesn't really seem to be working.
The tackles are definitely getting washed, that's for sure. As Goulet brings it in for the score, touchdown. The D-line for Littleton's definitely getting washed down. So, like you said, if the solution is to dive at their legs and crawl in, that's the solution. But then you got to worry about them bouncing it outside.
Right.
And they've showed, we're going to go up the middle.
Right.
We're going to go outside, back up the middle. So at some point you need to commit one way or another to try to cut this run down.
Palmer, we call that gap responsibility. Fill your gap, do your job, and then your teammates will come in and help to do the rest.
Kick is good there for Tyngsborough, 14-0 with 10:49 in the second quarter. Coach Isha's going to look to fire up these troops here, okay? Against a good Tyngsborough team, you can come back from 2 scores, don't get me wrong. But it's a lot harder to come back once you get down 3 scores. So Isha really needs to fire these guys up, get them going, get them believing in themselves again.
Right. Well, and to your point, Palmer, it's only a 2-score game here. Let's not try to do anything special and turn this ball over now. Let's still try to establish a good drive here. Let's not play out of our means, so to speak.
I mean, the money line is still plus 220, so let's not get frantic.
Right. All right. Yeah, I actually had him on the spread, but
7.5.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be Branco and Evan back to return the kick. Mano, 6 foot 190, might be more of a 5'9" if you ask me.
Yeah, Jake Haynes going to kick this one off.
This could be an opportunity for the Tigers too, because when you got big teams, you tend to put those guys that are on the cusp on special teams, right? To keep your starters from getting rest. So if they can take advantage like they do here, up to the 46-yard line, number 7, Teddy Hunt. And that's way to capitalize on that. Like I said, you're going to look for opportunities like that.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Palmer. Maybe that size is a real thing that you're talking about. And maybe it had an effect there. But nonetheless, a great return there by Teddy.
You got Teddy to the bottom of your screen here. Close hash marks. You got Mano there as well. Up top, you got 11. That's Haggerty. Go for an explosive play, maybe? No, we'll go up the middle. Thank you for 3. Again, so they don't want to pass the ball just yet. Again, we'll run it. Second down, and not for 3. 2.5. Close to 3. Close to 3. We'll call it 3. Looks
Give
like
him the benefit of the doubt.
Mansauer's getting his sign here. You got Teddy to the bottom of your screen. You got him one-on-one. He's a pretty good athlete. I think I'd throw it up to him. Give him a shot on 20. Pretty big size difference there. Mansauer back. Quarterback keeper. It looks like an option. And he'll probably... Oh, that's a late flag. He's celebrating, but so are the Littleton Tigers because that's 15 in the other direction. So a nice tackle on the quarterback keeper there, but Tyngsborough got a little zesty and threw down on the turf. I wasn't so sure about the flag, but hey.
A little extracurricular, with emotions running so high and in a rivalry like this, we can kind of expect to see some things like that. You just kind of, you don't really think as much as you should when you have an opponent like this, and that's exactly what happened there. Just we call that selfish, right?
Selfish,
affecting the team, because of personal decisions.
Looks like Tigers are going to build up this momentum here. Get the ball set. A 2-by-2 look. Solo backfield. Incomplete. That was the Teddy Hunt ball, a little underthrown. Now, another thing you're going to have to watch for, folks, is as these temperatures drop, as the night gets cooler, the grass gets wet, the turf gets wet, the ball gets wet, and that's no fun throwing a wet football.
It really is a picture-perfect night here at Alumni Field.
Mansauer again.
Another beautiful night to be in Littleton, Mass.
Gives it to Milner. That
has
looks like
the
a
edge.
good run. No, big truck and Milner, a gain of about 12. That's the spark the Tigers needed.
What I love about Zach Milner is that he just fights for every inch. You see there, he could have went down a yard short. We'll pick it up on the next play. Nope. He's getting it. He's sticking his head down, and he's getting it.
It's funny. That's what worries me about Milner. That's when you got a guy playing like a dog on the defense and a dog on the offense. Maybe we'll just go down. Maybe we won't get that extra yard. Mansauer barking instructions to his line. Mano motion to the right. Up the middle, gain of about 2.
Yeah.
Again, that's your bell cow back, Zach Milner.
Exactly right, bell cow. Yeah, I'd really like to see the Tigers keep running it to the outside. It seems like that's where they've had their success is off tackle versus, in between the tackles. It looks like they're just running into a wall.
Maybe bring it over to the big side here. Again, I really like this matchup with Teddy Hunt at the bottom here of your screen. He's got one-on-one with a guy who's pretty small compared to him. I'd like to see a nice jump ball thrown up to him, but free play here for the Tigers. At least we assume flag was on. And we wait for their instruction to see the call. Maybe not. It looks like he's asking Tyngsborough what he would like. And still 3rd and about 8.
Looks like we got a false start on Littleton. Looks like it.
Is that false start or is that delay game?
False start, I believe.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it. I thought he did this. All right. 3rd and about. So Tyngsborough declined that penalty. Third and about 8 for the Tigers.
So it would have been second in about 12, but
Yep.
they declined to go to 3rd and 8. So we'll see.
Pass play here. Out route. Oh, escapes. Fumble. Ball's out. Looks like Tyngsborough's on it. Recovered by number 3.
Wow. You
That's
see that?
Caden Langfeld.
That was really interesting there because you thought Mansauer might have had something. Didn't. Tucked it. That's fine. But he ends up fumbling the ball there. And the Tigers were kind of knocking on the door there.
Yeah.
They had a good drive.
You got a good kicker in your back pocket. So.
Right, but we didn't see them kick too many field goals last game, which was very surprising.
Really?
Because when they scored the touchdown, Bronco came out and kicked that extra point. Money. And,
he's a good kicker.
And he could have kicked it from 10 yards further.
Reminisces of Cody Shear, if you ask me.
Right. I don't know if
Branko's a good kicker.
Cody was just one of those rare players. I don't know if
false start for Tyngsborough. That's going to bring him back 5.
Yeah, Andrew Duarte getting a little too excited there, jumping off. Yeah,
66 for the Tigers is going to check in.
Tyngsborough starting to have, a lot of
Casey
penalties.
Keenan.
It'll push him back even further. Tigers will definitely take that. It'll be 1st and 15 now.
7:50 left to go in the first half here. Looks like Mansauer is adjusting his hair. Maybe some got in his view and it caused him to fumble. Let's hope that whatever it is, it gets in check for next drive for the Littleton Tigers. Up the middle, that's stuffed by Milner. That's exciting to see them stuff the run like that. Especially you get that penalty, you get those 5-yard little gimme. Now it's going to be 2nd and about 15. Now we're going to get to see Goulette's arm, you think?
I mean, you'd think 2nd and 15, but if they're running the ball like this, they
you
could
got
definitely...
trips to the bottom of your screen. Goulette's going to think about it, escape to his, roll out to his left, fake to air it out. Milner, tackle, big open field tackle. Very big tackle there by Zach Milner. Stayed disciplined, brought him down. That could have been bad news because he had some space to run, and we know how fast that kid is.
Yeah, great tackle there. Looked like he could have gotten more yards because he was in the open field there, but Milner coming up and wrapping up and securing the tackle.
Back to the hurry up for Tyngsborough here. They got, again, trips right. Fake the handoff. Going to be a little 5-yard out route to number 2. See if he can make a man miss. And he's going to get close to the first down, probably going to be about 2 yards shy. I mean, your principles tell you to punt, but when you're getting 4 yards of carry prior to this drive, you want to run it.
Yeah, it looks like it was Joe Nicosia
looks like they're going to get right up on the ball.
Reception.
And trips to your top of the screen on the television.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're going for this. Maybe they're just trying to draw him off. Who knows?
Draw him off. Littleton is known for getting a little jumpy at the gun.
We'll see if they actually run a play. I'd be a little surprised. Yep.
They do. Quarterback keeper.
Oh, it looked like
he
was almost contained there for a minute. They had the edge, but he scampers back inside and picks up about 6, and he moves the chains. So the Tigers, man, that would
55 for 67.
That would have been a huge stop there for the Tigers, a momentum switch for sure. But instead, Tyngsborough keeps the ball.
Incompletion there.
Yeah, they kind of try to swing it out there, and they're moving really quick. They're at a quick pace. There's still 6:23 to go. I'm not really sure why, because you'd think they just want to run this timeout and put it in the back of the end zone, but. We'll see. They've done a good job keeping up the pace. It's definitely kept the Tigers a little off balance, and
we don't see too much hands on hips yet for the Littleton D-line. I have noticed they have been, especially on the D-line, they've been doing a lot of substitution. Right. I don't know if they're trying to find personnel, maybe who's holding that gap a little better. Fake the handoff, play action, a 17 screen pass. And tackled up. That's a good tackle by number 2. That's Mano.
Yeah, Tigers trying to figure it out up front. I noticed last defensive series, they came out in a 5-man front. Now they're in a 4-man front. They're just trying to mix things up. And, you got to give credit to Easter. He's trying to figure out the answer here. So
I will say that Littleton's had a couple nice tackles in open field that could have really been explosive. 3rd and about 8. Roulette drops back. Little go route. Oh, big breakup on the pass completion. Wow. That is number 3, Branco, I believe.
Yeah, Goulet had his man there by a few steps. He had his man, TJ Bradford. That looked like it might have been a touchdown if the throw was on. There is a flag on the field. We'll see what this laundry means.
Flag on the play. Looks like Littleton thought it was going to be on Tyngsborough originally. Now, that was just a great play by Bronco. Goulet did underthrow that football by probably about 4
Bronco,
yards.
good job not to give up on the play.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get beat like that, you just want to, dip your head down.
Just turn down to the sideline.
But he got back to his man and broke up the pass. Great play there by Bronco as he locked down Bradford.
4th and about 8.
Yeah, this is really interesting. It looks like they're staying on the field here to run another play.
They might just, they say Bronco made the play once. Let's see if he does it twice in a row. Maybe that, or they're just trusting their defense.
I think if they give up the ball, they don't really care if Littleton gets it because they haven't been able to do anything. They
4th and 8.
don't respect
Goulet drops
Littleton's
back.
offense.
Pressure. Makes one miss. Makes another miss. Milner missed the tackle, and Goulet gets the sideline, and he is going to be gone. Oh, it's going to be close. Looks like they might give it to him.
Yeah,
Touchdown,
they do.
Goulet.
They do, and that was just such a dynamic play.
That kid is
Goulet
an
out on
athlete.
the edge in open space. We talked about it before. Once his legs get churning out there in the open space, and you miss a couple of tackles, that's what's going to happen. He's going to go down, and he's going to have a massive, 60-yarder.
Yeah, I mean, Littleton had their shot at him. They had probably three good chances to tackle him. Well, they had 2 just in the backfield. I thought he was going to get sacked, and that's why you put Goulet at quarterback. Maybe he underthrew the last ball, but that's a play he made. Looks like they're going to go for the point after attempt here. Snaps good, holds good, kicks good. 21-0.
Okay, Palmer. So now you're down 3 scores.
Yep.
You got 5:28 left on the clock.
You're getting the ball back at halftime. Halftime.
And you do get the ball back at halftime. So Palmer, do you try to play out of your means here and get a big play, or do you try to establish the run game and just run your normal offense? What do you think?
I'm thinking run the ball first down, and then you're throwing the football. Because 21-0, I mean, against a team like Tyngsborough, you need to steal one, right? So you need to get this touchdown, and then you need to get that one at halftime and steal that extra score, because they're too good a team to just get 3 straight scores.
And they've been keeping the ball a long time. So 3 possessions, that's a lot of time to make up. For sure.
And you have to steal possession, too, because we haven't stopped them on defense. We haven't stopped them yet.
Right.
No punts. It's just been end zone.
They had the big penalty, but it didn't really mean much at the end.
But again, let's look to see if Littleton can capitalize against Tyngsborough's special team unit. Like I said, you got a lot of guys. Maybe they're playing some JV, maybe they're playing some varsity. You want to get your starters out, get them some water. You want to look to take advantage of special teams because they can lose you a game. And if you're Littleton, let's see if you can win a game through it. A nice kick again. Out of bounds.
Wow, what a bounce. Oh, it did end up going out of bounds there at the coffin corner. I thought it kind of stayed in there at the pylon, but it did end up going out. And instead of it being at the 1-yard line, it's going to be at, I believe the 40?
Or the 40. I think 40 in NFL. I think it's 35 in high school. Let me just check my rule book real quick, guys. I'm just going to fiddle through this. And it is the 35.
It is the 35. You're right there, Palmer. Good call on that one.
I thought it was the 42, but when I saw the ref walking to the 35, I figured it must be.
Gillett gave it away there.
Yeah.
Crowd's starting to get rambunctious. They want to see some offense.
And then, and so is Asante. He's getting fired up. Heck, let's just go play action here and throw the ball down the field, will we? Motion to the right, Mano. Handoff, Milner.
Ooh, they do run it there
loss of 5. That's
on first
10.
down, like you were saying, Palmer. But that's exactly
That's
what they
Jake
didn't
Haynes,
want.
the junior. And that's a good open field tackle. I'd like to see Mano get utilized a little more here on offense.
Yeah, maybe a quick hitter, a slant, like I was talking about. Maybe hit him in the flat, just something, and give Mansour some time to gain a rhythm. Keep
Milner in. Keep him in for protection, and let's see if we can sling the ball around a little. We got good receivers. We got good athletes. I think Tyngsborough just committing to the run here, and Mansour getting back. And maybe that's why they're committing to the run.
Looked like there could have been pass interference called there on Tyngsborough, but I guess it was just physical play there at the point where the ball came in, and no flag. So the Tigers now looking at 2nd and 15.
3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 now.
What do you go, screen pass here? Is it
you
4
definitely
down
gotta
territory?
pass the ball.
Is it 4 down territory?
Nah, I would say not this early in the game because you don't want to go down 4 possessions.
Oh, that's false start. Yep. Number 3, Branco, inexperienced move, turning upfield, and that's ill-advised. That's going to bring him back 5. So now you definitely go to the screen pass.
Yeah, I do like a screen pass here, Palmer, with blockers out in front, and that's not. Littleton has not been able to get blockers out in front on any runs, whether it be, outside. We saw maybe a little bit of success. Inside, there's just been nothing going.
Yeah, they've been getting some 10-yard runs, but we haven't seen them break anything out yet. That's throwing the ball or running the ball. All right, Mansour, shotgun, claps it off, handoff up the middle.
So they do decide to run it. I'm assuming to maybe take a few more seconds off this clock and then punt it. Maybe a little field position move, get a few yards.
Let's hope that was the game plan. Still 4:30 left in the.
Well, I'll tell you what, Palmer. You're down 21-0, and you're running the ball.
And we're gonna get a timeout by the Tigers
on 3rd and 20.
Like. So I mean, it's gonna come down to you got 4th and about 14. I mean, you have to punt the ball here with 4:25 to go, down 21-0. What are you gonna change something up defensively? If I give you the role of Asante, what are you doing here?
We just got. You know what I want? I want quick hitters. I want quick passes. I want to get Mansour in a rhythm. Maybe hit somebody in the flat. Maybe hit somebody in the middle of the field. Maybe it's a 5-yard route, some slant. I just want some sort of these quick hitting passes. What do I mean by quick hitting? Quarterback gets the ball, takes it, doesn't hold it for so long, and then he throws it. That's what I want.
Absolutely.
I don't want him holding the ball, running it up the middle, and getting stuffed. They need to change the offensive
So obviously they're going to
plan.
punt it here, 4th and about 15. Branco mishandles the snap but gets it off. Looks like a pretty...
Not a great
bad
punt, but it takes a good roll.
He punted it from the 20-yard line, so that's a net 60. Not really, but we'll call it one. And this is the problem with punting it. Okay, yeah, you punted it, but now it's like, all right, 15-yard net punt. Do you go for it? That's, I think, what a lot of the go for it decisions get called off. Like, yeah, it's a bad move to go for it, but when you look at what you're going to get out of a punt, maybe it's not.
Lincoln, it really looked like they had no intentions on gaining that first down because they ran it on 3rd and 20?
Yeah.
3rd and 15?
Yeah,
They
went power.
So they were just thinking punt all the way when it ended up being 3rd and a mile. So a very interesting strategy there, but you'd think it would have to be a heck of a punt to want to punt it.
Rolling out right to 17. Nice completion of about 15.
Yeah, Duarte making the catch on the sideline. He's done a good job of finding open space for Tyngsborough. He seems to be their wide receiver one. Just looking at him, he just seems, lengthy and he can just go up there and make a play. We'll see though.
Goulet in the back leading the helm. Set go, he says. Drop back, about an 8-yard drop back screen pass maybe.
He's wide open.
A flag on the play. It looked to be in the backfield. Or maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe there wasn't a flag.
I thought I saw some laundry too, but
yeah, I think it's a kid's playing football in the back. We're seeing the ball go around. Thought it was a flag.
yeah, common misconception.
Ooh, all right. Goulet hands it off up the middle. Oh, I thought ball was out, but it's not. Nice tackle.
Apparently,
there by
we're seeing the
50.
same false things here, Palmer, because I could have sworn that ball was out, and that would have been a big break for the Tigers.
I was just thinking
maybe he was fumbling in it just a little bit, but
yeah, it was bouncing around.
Yeah.
Owen Reedy there with the tackle. Goulet, quarterback keeper up the middle. Good hole. Gets to the outside. Missed tackle, cutback, missed tackle, touchdown. Goulet,
Goulet.
his second of the day.
We've learned he's just a dynamic player, and Littleton, they came into this game with a plan to contain number 6, or number 4 it is, but it just looks like it's not working. He's finding open space. He's got blockers out in front there. That time I think he had about 3 blockers coming through the hole. And Littleton's line just got blown off the ball, and he waltzed straight in there.
I will say, Tyngsborough did a pretty good job traveling to Littleton tonight, as they're starting to let Littleton's bench hear about it. They went with the whiteout theme.
So you're saying the crowd's getting a little rambunctious?
Getting a little antsy.
Yeah.
And that can translate to the game pretty quickly.
Yeah, I also think these Littleton fans maybe getting a little bit restless. Came out to see a game. It's currently 28-0. Never say never, though. 3 minutes left in the first half here.
Again, we had a beautiful...
very touching ceremony.
Absolutely.
For the late and the great Millie McGovern. I always remember Millie, like I said before, ever since I was a little kid, she's always been at the gate. Getting everybody's tickets, giving you your ticket, and I just remember that feeling, getting that ticket from her when I was a kid, and it was a good time. She definitely brings up some good memories for me. I don't know about you, Palmer.
Absolutely. Great lady, great for the community. She'll definitely be missed, but not forgotten. That's
yeah, Littleton unveiled a plaque, a little earlier, if you missed it, a little mural too by a Littleton High School student, Abby Nordhausen. She did a great job on that. Looks beautiful. But Millie missed here, and it's definitely known.
Looks like Milner will get the ball. He could make some kids pay. Oh,
and that's going to be Teddy.
He's been
Teddy cutting back there.
Out. That's not good. I think Tyngsborough's got it. Unless they say he's down.
Looks like they are going to rule him down here.
Wow, that's a very fortunate break for the Tigers, because I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if he was down. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, this is, we're so used to seeing on TV. Maybe the red flag comes out, but not here. There's no replay.
Nope. It is all on the officiating's eye. All right, let's see if the Tigers can spark something up here. Maybe you get a touchdown before half, and then you punch it in at half. Little 14-28. You can work with that.
And Tigers got to take a timeout. Maybe they had trouble getting that play in or something, but regardless, they got to use the timeout here. It's, good timeout. 3 minutes left. Got to burn them before the half is over here, so.
I'll tell you one thing. Both sidelines are taking a pretty leisure walk into the huddle. Don't seem to be in too much of a hurry.
Yeah, Littleton pretty sloppy on both sides of the ball so far. We're really hoping, they can, make a run at this thing down 28 points. They definitely got a mountain to climb here, and we'll see if they can do it. It's going to take some heart, some determination, and a hell of a pep talk at halftime.
Alrighty, so let's see what the Tigers come out with after taking the timeout to think it over. Now's the time, you know. Quick hitter, 7, Teddy Hunt, incomplete. But that's what you're looking for. Something to kickstart this offense. And it was a great route, a great play call, not a great throw. Underthrown, skipped into Teddy, tried to do his best. He doesn't look too happy with that throw.
I was just about to say, Mansour, visibly disappointed. It's been a frustrating night for him, but he hasn't turned the ball over, and that's been big.
He did turn the ball over. He fumbled it. Yeah, he fumbled the football. He got sacked.
Well, that's not his fault. That's the O-line's fault.
Well, the point remains. Yes, he's protected the football, hasn't thrown it away. Again, there we go. We're going to get Mano. Oh, he's going to run him over.
Yeah,
Mano
I'll rephrase that. Hasn't
6.
thrown an interception yet, Palmer.
There we go. That's all I was looking for.
Yeah.
Gain of about 6.
Busting my nuts on live television, Palmer. The nerve.
As the Tigers look to come back from that nice play on the sideline. Mano takes the snap. Oh, nice.
Good move.
Man, miss. Gain of about 8.
Yeah, he will come up just short of the line to gain there. You got to think they'll be running this one up the middle.
Like I always say, it's a lovely summer night in Fenway. As 4th and 1. Okay, that's a no-brainer. You go for it. Now the question is do you throw it? That's where you got your success on this drive, but it's only a yard. You'd like to just punch it up the middle. Tyngsborough's got 4 down linemen. Hopefully they can sneak it just right in. I think, do you give it to Mano? I mean, do you give it to Milner?
90 seconds to play, ladies and gents. They try to draw him off.
Easter. Not a bad timeout here. I think he's still got one in his pocket. You got 1:27. We need they need to come up with it here. 4th and 1. You got 4th and a yard. This is
This is going to be a very telling play.
Asante is going to say, "Hey, my stuff's better than yours. I'm going to put it down the middle."
Right.
And Tyngsborough says, "No. I'm going to stop it."
Palmer, I'd like to see an old school play call here. I'd like to see that fullback dive right up the middle. Get the big boy the ball, and maybe they have a tight end they can put in the backfield here just to gain this yard. Lay out for it.
You could give it to older Milner, the backup quarterback.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting to see what Easter cooks up here. Maybe he shocks the world and comes out with a little short pass. We'll see.
I don't hate taking a shot here. Play action. The problem is play action. It just takes so long, and with this defensive line at Tyngsborough, man, they got their ears back coming to the backfield.
I'd like to see them run this ball and get the first down. It'll be a moral victory if they can do that.
Absolutely. You got your linebackers at probably 6 yards. Oh, false start, but they got away with it.
Yeah.
And they get the first down.
Wow. Yeah, Tyngsborough coaches.
Oh, ball out. That's not good. And now the official is saying that
looks like Littleton fumbled but got it back. They're having discussion.
It looks like they're going to rule him down. The official on our side, the Littleton side, definitely marked him down.
Marked him down in Littleton's ball, for sure.
And they're going to discuss with him to tell him what they saw. But ultimately, I believe it's going to be...
Now, through this discussion, Palmer, let's not forget, Littleton had a very obvious false start there that was not called. And the Tyngsborough coaches were complaining about it big time.
That was Teddy Hunt, I believe. He got a good step and a half head start, but Littleton ball nonetheless, 1st and 10. Hopefully he can hold that in check as Asante gives his play call. Got 3 to the bottom of your screen here in the close. 3, Branco comes across. Again, that ball just really looks like a flag when every time it's thrown.
Yeah. Teddy Hunt there just looking upfield before he gets the ball. And that's what happens.
But I'm liking these quick hitters. I really am. I think that's where Littleton's going to make some money here because running the ball isn't working. So let's try some of these quick hitters. And then maybe on these quick hitters, that's going to bring the defensive backs down. And then maybe that's when you hit them with the play action, with the pump fake, and see you later.
Well, hey, Palmer, these quick hitters can only matter if these throws are a little bit higher.
Quick.
Another low
nice
throw there.
Tag by Mano. But a flag, I believe. I believe that's going to be a false start on Branco. I'm pretty sure he jumped pretty early.
I did not see a flag there, Palmer.
It's a ball, man, I swear. I'm seeing flags like up. Well, anyways, quick throw again. Oh,
that's another low throw to the outside. How many times have we seen that in this game?
Everyone is throw, but part of the problem is because this line is getting blown back right in Mansauer's lap.
He doesn't have much time.
And it's not only just his own linemen are getting right in his lap right away.
Exactly.
It's hard to step into a throw and put some zip on it when your linemen are on top of you. But nonetheless, that's an excuse. Make the throw. Get it to your guy. Do what you have to do. Drop back. Quick out. Bam. Nice play. Good tackle there. But okay, this is great. These quick hitters, okay? Now it's... Oh, well, that was fourth. Or is it fourth?
Yeah, going to be a timeout, Littleton here. They're going to have to talk about this play. They do pick up the first down and move the chains.
Perfect. Oh, so that was fourth down. That's a big play. That's a big play on fourth down.
And they decide to pass it, too, nonetheless.
By Evan Mano.
Putting the game in Mansauer's... Or putting that play, I shouldn't say the game yet. It's a little too early. But, with 28 to nothing, 28 to nothing, maybe you can't say the game because if they go down 35... Here.
That's the game. Yeah. You need to punch it in here. No doubt about it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to stay with us here on LCTV as we have a wonderful performance coming up by our own Littleton High School cheerleaders. They always do a good job, so it'll definitely be worth sticking around for, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate it.
You know what? I think sounds pretty good to me. We stick around. Watch the performance and maybe go get a little chip and dip and get back to the game. Yes, yeah. That sounds like a pretty good night on the couch.
All right.
3 chip and dips. Yep. One for our producer, our great producer. Big shout out. Ben, why don't you take the shout out over? As we were chatting up in the booth, we missed the play, folks. I apologize. I'm told it's almost an interception.
Yeah, bad throw there by Mansauer. Maybe a little excited after picking up that first.
Well, the thing is you can only do these quick hitters so many times before these DBs start to get a little excited.
Right. But that's when you can hit them over the top, maybe.
Or you throw a pick. We'll see which one's going to happen. They're coming up. Like out route, underthrown. I mean, that ball was 6 yards underthrown. That's the problem. Mansauer knows it's a problem. He's
right, and you know what, Palmer? I'm wondering if he's not the biggest guy. He's not the tallest guy. Do you think maybe he's having some trouble seeing over his own old line here? Maybe
it's possible. I mean, I really don't. They don't have a ton of super tall linemen in there.
I mean, he is listed at 5'11". I mean, that's nothing to shake a stick at.
He's not 5'6".
But maybe they gave him a couple inches or so. It looks like it from here, but. Pretty far away.
All right, Mansauer here. We got about 3rd and 10.
22 seconds to play here, so maybe get it and get out of bounds.
QB keeper gets wrapped up, gets probably 3, and gets a pretty good shellac. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they had a timeout to burn there, so they go ahead and run the ball for a minimal gain, and then.
But the clock's running. Let's not forget.
Looks like the ref's trying to figure out some clock management.
Well, this gives the Tigers a little more time to come up with what play they want to run. They're going to take 10 seconds off the clock.
So there'll be 7 to play.
Trips to the right. I like Teddy Hunt. No, I don't like Teddy Hunt.
They should definitely take a shot here. They got about time for one more play.
Quick hitter. Screenplay.
Get
Teddy.
out.
Get out of bounds, Teddy. Get out of bounds, Teddy.
He doesn't get out.
That's bonehead. You see.
Easter very frustrated there. He wanted his receiver to get out of bounds. And that's a little microcosm of this Littleton, the game so far for Littleton. They just, mental mistakes and that might have been costly. They could have been able to run another play there.
I mean, I looked at the clock. He had 3 seconds left. Teddy had the ball. He easily could have got out of bounds, and they would have had one play at the end zone. And unfortunately, it's rather unfortunate for Littleton because, the first time they would have had a good shot in the red zone, get one play to the end zone. You have all your options, and he just fails to get out of bounds.
Okay, everybody. So heading to the half here, your Tigers are down 28-0. But looks like we got our LHS cheerleaders at midfield and ready to do their thing. So we'll give it up to them for the next couple of minutes here, and we'll catch you for that second half action.
Covering CC Carroll.
Good job. Thanks.
Cheerleaders? Where are we going to go?
Just ask somebody.
How long is the break for? How long is the break for? So we have time to run to the bathroom?
Yeah. Olivia Hawthorne.
Yeah, I'll hit the can.
Mr. Motel. Ava Indomoto. Olivia Jurgen. Anna Briella Coronas. Brooklyn Lindsay. Megan McDonald. Anna Maduno. Bellamy. Tessa Resnick. Charlotte Rose. Josie Rocklunder. And Avery Wonka. Head coach is Angelina Zabonga. All right, here we go.
Tigers get them crossed up. You are running with Littleton High School. Twist them haters, they can't they just got dismissed. They can't
Great job, team. At this time, we'd like to turn it over to the Littleton High School Band.
Hello everybody and welcome back to LCTV. We're just about getting ready here for our second half of action of our Battle of the Tigers. It's been kind of a one-sided affair so far. Yeah, Tyngsborough up 28-0 on Littleton here at Alumni Field. You know, Palmer, the crowd's still into it. You know, I still feel the ambiance of a Friday night game. Absolutely. Being down 28 points and all. But you know, we'll see how Easter comes out and approaches the deficit that he's in. You know, is he going to totally shake things up here and try some new things out, try to get something going, or you know, is he just going to stick with the plan they had coming in? You know, he had a plan, right? But was he planning to go down 28 points? Probably not. This is going to be a big hill for the Tigers to climb, but you know, it's definitely possible, so stay tuned, folks.
So let's take a peek at this week in LHS sports, all right? Wednesday, we're kicking it off, Quabbin, 4 p.m. That would be the sport of boys and girls cross country. Then for varsity golf, they got Monday, Tuesday, Friday slot, Tyngsborough, Tohoto, Romfield. All at the Groton Country Club, 4 o'clock, and then 3:30 for the other two. Boys varsity soccer, Monday they're going to be Versquabbin. That's here in Littleton at 4 p.m. Tuesday they're going on the road, Oakmont, 4 o'clock.
That'll be a good one.
And girls varsity field hockey, Monday, 9:18 versus Hudson, 6 p.m. We got a late night start there. Then they got a Wednesday, Friday game at Groton and Tohoto. And then what I'm told is the mainstream sport of Littleton now, girls soccer, they got a couple coming up. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 4 o'clock. Oh, big game, 7 o'clock at versus Oakmont. That's here in Littleton. That's going to be a game you guys are going to want to be at. Then they're going to finish it off Thursday against Tyngsborough. 4 o'clock, that's also here in Littleton.
Yeah, all good matchups there, Palmer. And, as LHS alumni, we'll be rooting for them.
Absolutely.
So, we'll see what they end up doing there. And as it looks like, we're getting ready to kick this ball off to start the second half at Alumni Field.
Alrighty, so Littleton, I'm sure Asante was livid in that huddle because bad play for the Tigers. That's the worst play of the game for Littleton. Not getting out of bounds on that last play.
Right, it looked like they maybe could have got something going there, but...
So, who knows? Maybe Asante got down into the huddle, ripped them straight, and now they got a fire under their seat, and they're getting the ball back. They've had great returns on special teams. Everyone's between the 35 and the 50. Hopefully they can do that again. Maybe break something out. That'd be a good way to break this night off.
Jake Haynes with the boot. Looks like Teddy Hunt,
a good athlete here, breaks it to the outside. He's got a lane. Oh, 11 comes in and swallows him up. He had a pretty good lane. I'm sorry, that was number 10 for Tyngsborough there. That's Jake Haynes.
the kicker.
If he didn't make that tackle, he had a good run. He had space to go. But again, up past the 40, so they're doing a great job on kick return. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, good job there. Everyone's staying in their lane, staying disciplined, and getting their blocks so Teddy can take that ball to the 41-yard line, get the Tigers good field position on first down to get a drive started.
All right, Tyngsborough's got 3 down linemen, 1 up in a 2-point stance. Mansauer's going to hand it off up the middle, and that's number 2. Number 2 is, who do we have here for number 2? Joe Nicosi, 2/59. I guess he will, from time to time, change jerseys.
So the Tigers, they come out and they run the ball, so they're still conservative, down 28. It kind of makes sense. They're keeping their normal game plan. They're not trying to switch up, I mentioned it before, play out of their means and turn the ball over. So
2nd and 5 here for the Tigers. Little motion, kick out block, right up past the tackle. That's Milner. Good lane.
Yeah, that time we saw great blocking there from Littleton. It's been tough sledding there in the trenches, but able to open up the gaps there so that Zach Milner can scamper on through, pick up the first down, keep the chains rolling.
Beautiful little gain. And I mean, if they punch it in here, that makes that mistake at the end of the half that much worse. Like that's just all I can think about in my mind right now.
Yeah, or it makes it better, half glass full.
No, that glass is empty.
Yeah.
Motion again. Look to kick him out.
Tyngsborough honest, trying to establish this run game. You got to hand Easter credit, showing his patience with these play calls, trying to get his players into a rhythm.
Alrighty, you got 2 to the high part of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Quarterback makes his protection. Asante gives one last call. Now, play clock must be getting low, but still have a little bit of time. Throwing it, going up to Teddy. Teddy goes up. Does he get it? He gets it, Teddy Hunt. I've been saying it all game. Throw it to Teddy. Throw it up on that corner. Finally, he goes up. He wins that battle. That's what the Tigers needed to do. They needed a big play, and bam, Teddy Hunt goes up and mosses it, says, give me that. And now, 1st and goal, maybe? No, still on the 14-yard line, so we're jumping the gun a little bit. But
yeah, good throw there by Mansauer to let his receiver go up and get that one. can't underlook the throw. It was a great catch, but also a great throw.
Absolutely. Now they're going to go run up the middle, and that is going to get swallowed up. Milner, loss of about 1. That's exciting to see for the Tigers. That's a good throw and catch. And that ball very easily could have been picked, but Teddy went and he took it from him.
You know, not only is it a great play in itself, but you know, maybe it gets the juices flowing here for Littleton. Maybe they gain a little momentum off a great catch like that.
Yeah, the crowd, you can see, is right back into it. Play action. Nice pitch and catch. That's Teddy Hunt again. Yeah, Teddy Hunt.
Yeah, Hunt seems to be the only Littleton receiver getting separation, and Mansauer looking for him. Mansauer is starting to zip it on in there, looking more comfortable as this game goes on. Try the hard count, nothing. Then they're going to look back at Easter, see what he's cooking up mid-play here.
3rd and 2. Easter gives his play call.
That looks like a power or a counter symbol. We'll see.
3rd and 2. Do you go to the air or do you run the ball?
3rd and 2. I think they're running this one, Palmer.
It's 4-down territory, so you have
run
to
it twice, right? Run it twice. If you don't get it once, then run it again.
Play action. Oh, over the middle. Touchdown! That's number 8, I believe. No, that's not 8. That's Ted Milner. So they put him out to the high part of the screen, and I wasn't sure if it was an interception or touchdown, but a great throw, great catch. And,
so Nicholas Brooks going down to get that one.
That was Nicholas Brooks. Okay, that was
and you know, that was a great throw from Mansauer. He had a very tight window, as Palmer said. You know, we couldn't really tell up here if it was intercepted or completed, but he zipped it right on in there, right into his belly, and it made for an easy touchdown catch. Great play there by the Tigers as they are getting something going here to start. That's exactly what they needed to do. Palmer, if they had wanted any chance to win this game, then they needed to score there on their opening drive of the second half, and that's what they do, and they stay in this game.
Yeah, they do. That's big. They got the crowd back into it now.
Exactly.
They're starting to get a little bit of an atmosphere here, and now you know what they need. They need an interception. They need a fumble. Onside. I mean, I don't hate the onside kick here. You need to go at him again. You need to get another one quick.
Right.
And how use this momentum.
Right. You know, these Tigers, they haven't been the quick hitting offense. So, and how long is it going to take to score 3 touchdowns? Right. So to your point, you know, if they keep making stops, that's fine. But the time may be out. So to your point, maybe an onside kick, maybe they throw something in special in there. They need a turnover is what they need.
Absolutely.
They need a turnover. A pick 6 would be great.
What do you do here? Do you onside kick it or do you?
You got to kick this one through because you just built some momentum. The last thing you want to do is a fail onside kick. They got great field position.
Okay, but on the other hand, they're going to get the ball around the 40-yard line. Last time we kicked it off, they got the ball back at the 40-yard line. So that's a 10-yard difference if you base it.
You know what, Lincoln? If you have all the answers, then why are you asking me?
Listen, man. I'm just
messing around. I'm just messing around.
Listen, brother. I'm just trying to, be the advocate.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like I said, they're going to kick it deep. Almost the Tigers got a huge break.
Oh, the Tyngsborough Tigers
Number 9,
ball.
Brooks, almost was able to get to it. Oh, just probably about 8 inches too far out of bounds. 8 inches short, you could say.
Man, that ball just kind of trickled on out. It looked for a second. Maybe a yellow jersey could have came in there and swooped it up, but it does end up rolling out of bounds. And as you said, Palmer, the Tyngsborough Tigers catch a huge break there.
Alrighty, let's see. He's been off the field a while. He's got to be been off the field for 30 minutes, easily, in real time. Easily. He's going to hand it off, and this is the problem. And finally taken down by Mano, number 2. That's again 6. We don't have a number for him, but he's been a dog.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned bell cow back for Zach Milner, but the bell cow back of the Tyngsborough Tigers, that'll be number 6. He is the bell and the cow, ladies and gentlemen, because he is running this ball down the Tigers' throats.
Alrighty, Goulet, he's going to throw the ball. Throw it up. Incomplete. Incomplete. No. Don't even think about it. Maybe even an interception? Oh, maybe not. As number 9, Nicholas Brooks, puts his sword back in his sheath and lives for another battle.
Yeah, good throw there by the QB Goulet as he, pumped left, got the safety to come up and almost,
he had the man. He had
got
the man
that wide
open.
receiver free.
Hand off again to the right. And gain we're just not stopping this run. These holes are just ginormous. It looks like we're not even having any linemen down.
Like we mentioned, Palmer, we don't have number 6 on our sheet, and we also don't have his height or his weight. But looking down from here, he's a big boy. Yeah. He's got to be at least 200 pounds and over 6 foot. So to tackle him, you got to wrap up low.
And looks like 61 and Milner are on that tackle. 61 for the Tigers is Joey Taylor. And he was able to put him into the ground. Fourth and 1 here. If you're the Tigers, you need it now, right?
If they could get this stop, this could be the turning point of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
This is it, right? If you can get a sack here, tackle for loss, it's huge. It's just, all right, they're going to hand it off. Keeper. And that's not a sack or a tackle for loss, and that's Goulet bringing it out for a
No, and that was a little too easy. He needed one, and he got about 30, 20. So Tigers, it looked like they were up. They were ready for something up the middle there, but he broke it outside, and that was a huge vulnerability.
Absolutely. I haven't been looking. Have Littleton been sending guys? Have they just been rushing 4, or what have they been doing? I haven't been looking.
I don't think they've been blitzing too much. I think they want to commit those linebackers to pass coverage.
Back, hand off up. That's an 8-foot wide hole. 8 foot wide.
It is, and it takes about 5 yards to bring this guy down because he'll drag you for that much.
8 plus 5 is 13, and that's what the gain was there.
Tyngsborough tonight has just been able to score at ease. They've just been running the ball down the Tigers' throats here, and as they do it again for another touchdown.
Looks like they're going to share the ball now. Number 3, Caden, he's going to get the carry.
Yeah, they might as well give big number 6 a little bit of a break. So barring the extra point, it'll be a 35-point total for the Tyngsborough Tigers, which would leave our home Littleton Tigers down 28 points.
Down 28.
How does the mindset flip, Palmer? Is it now just we're just trying to survive, right? We're just trying to win a moral victory, or is it?
I think you got 5 minutes to go in the third. I think it comes down to this drive, right? If you score this drive, you still think you're in it mentally. You know?
Right.
Whether what we think they're in it or not. As a player, if you score on this drive, you think you're in it still. And
you're still down 3 possessions.
If they score here, they're still in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it keeps the crowd in the game.
Yes.
And it keeps them buying concessions.
Right.
which is really all that matters from a business standpoint, ladies and gentlemen.
They already have the admission. That's behind us.
Right. Yeah, Littleton fans, some of them may want their admission back, but it's too late.
So, I think you're still in this game if you can come up with a score here. But it's got to be now, Again, we've had good kickoffs. If you could take one to the crib here, holy smokes.
Yeah, that would be big. That would be big, and it would get the crowd on their feet. That's for sure.
Oh, this is...
They kick it directly to Hunt.
Comes back the other way. Oh, ball's out. It looks like Littleton's going to get it.
Wow. That ball squirted out of Hunt's hands. But it looks like Reedy was able to to fall on that. Owen Reedy, good heads-up play to get on that ball and secure it so the Tigers can keep it.
That's
Palmer, if they lose that ball right there,
That's ball game.
you can kiss it. You can kiss the whole game. So that keeps them alive there by Reedy. You know, and also to your point, does some fans start walking out if they give up the ball there?
Yeah, I've got my eyes out on the exit now. It doesn't seem empty. That's for sure.
Nah.
But
Seen some movement, but
Mansauer looks to lead the troops here. I mean, if you can get a touchdown, you're in it. You know, you still got 5:41 left in the third. Mansauer back. Claps. Handoff. Good hole. Good hole. Cut back inside. Gain of 25. That's Milner.
so it looked like there that that Tyngsborough defense was so ready for the pass because they just got burnt on it the last drive. Yep. That they kind of forgot about the run, and that's a good call by Easter to not forget where he's coming from and run the ball there on first down because they're a run-first team so far this game. And that was a big gain, about 20 yards.
Brooks comes off to take a sip of water. And tipped pass, but caught. Protect that ball, Teddy.
Yeah, he's really hanging that ball out there, and we saw him almost fumble before, so you'd think it would be on his mind to keep it, tucked and tight, as they say.
Hold it up, high and tight. Mansauer getting his read from Easter. Looks like Brooks is getting a little bit of explaining on routes down there. Miscommunication, perhaps. Quick hitter again to Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy there. They're really pounding this ball to him. And it
Teddy's
seems to be on that same
advantage on his corner.
using old-fashioned terms. It seems to be that old classic button hook route.
It looks like number 20, maybe Nico, maybe Evan. I'm not sure who it is, but it looks like Teddy's got a pretty good size advantage on him, and they're one-on-one right now.
They flip it out to Mano on the flat.
Oh, Mano, keep that ball in, brother.
He might be a half a yard short, which would result
Fourth
in
and one. All right, 4th and 1, Ben. You got the headset on. You're down there. Your name's Asante Easter. What's the play call? Are we running? Are we throwing? What's the deal?
QB sneak.
QB sneak.
It doesn't even look like they need a full yard. Maybe about a full yard. I like the sneak.
It looks like it ain't QB sneak. They're gonna hand it off to Milner. Gets at least.
That works too.
Nice run.
Keeps
Just
the legs
powering
churning.
along. That's a gain of 10 easy.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't QB sneak it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they had no one lined up over the center there, so it would have been an easy.
Yeah, you had the 4-man front. And they just split the two and kept going.
Yeah.
Teddy Hunt, you got one. I mean, I'm loving this one-on-one, but you are on the. Oh, if Littleton actually ran a play there, they would have got a free play. Tyngsborough's man didn't make it off the sideline. They tried to draw him offside. They would have got a free play there. But I like the Teddy matchup down at the bottom of your screen there, number 7. But that's a pretty far throw from Mansauer on the other side of the field.
They're looking that way.
He was going to Teddy.
He threw it left. He gets hit hard. A little slow to get up, but it looks like he's fine.
I mean,
Another
Ben, you
throw
played
to
a little
left.
bit of quarterback back in your day. You know what it's like to take those shots like that, and just get back up and keep slinging it.
Yeah,
Any advice you can give them?
I play quarterback in backyard football, and I play quarterback in Madden, and that's about it. So, I know what it's like to be a quarterback and get touched with 2 hands. I don't know what it's like to get hit on the blind side like that.
Well, he's back up, moving around, and now he's getting ready to throw a touchdown here. Quarterback keeper. He's got to go wide, and bam. That's a loss of 10.
Yeah.
3rd and about 20.
Yeah, good tackle to come up in the backfield by Jake Haynes. Swallows it up. So now the Tigers face with another 3rd and long.
Maybe they'll send Milner in to get some reps at quarterback out of. Oh, does Milner play line, or is he just off on offense? Looks like he's just off. Yeah, 8 is off.
Well, we saw him last week. He started the game at quarterback, but that trend didn't say. Passing
Third.
situation here, 3rd and 20. So be ready for a pass, ladies and gents. We'll see. We'll probably see Mansauer air this ball out.
Mansauer gives his orders. Pass. Oh, he gets shellacked. That looks pretty late, too. Flag on the play. Might have been a pass interference. If that would be pretty nice for the Tigers. Fourth and about 20. If it's not, you have to go for it. Pass interference on town Tyngsborough. That's going to be an automatic first.
The ref's still in some sort of discussion.
Little disagreement here.
Clarification. Hey, hand it to them. They're making sure they got it right. Sometimes we don't see the refs get it right, and you know, it proves to be costly.
Absolutely. Now 7-35 is the score. A minute 55. You obviously, if you're the Tigers, Littleton at least, you need it now. Have to have it. No ands, ifs, or whats. But they get the first down, which is big.
Crowd standing up here, folks, looking for something to cheer about. 7 points on the board for the Tigers. Let's see if we can't make it 14.
3rd and about 8. Take some time. I thought it was an automatic first down on pass interference. Am I mistaken? So 3rd and about 8. Mansauer. Roll out right. He's got Mano. Nice catch. Good tackle. Gain of 4.
Yeah, he's still going to come up a little short of the line to gain.
Now it's 4, so I guess it's not. I guess it's not an automatic first down.
No, it looks like 4th and about 4 or 5. Would Palmer, what do you think here? A pass or a run?
Yeah, 4th and 4, I pass the ball. But you could also run it. But it ain't gonna make a difference.
And it doesn't look like he was able to pick it up.
Yeah, see, I just pass the ball there. I really do. I just like the pass play. Right, you got 4th and 4.
Yeah, Tyngsborough's defense running off the field like they stopped them, and that's exactly what happened.
Right in the tracks.
So, I mean, the only good thing about that is now Tyngsborough has to come all the way down the field.
Yeah, so the good thing for Tyngsborough is they're going to get to wind a lot of clock. Tyngsborough Tigers cheerleaders over there doing some push-ups for their stop. Rather jumping jacks. All right, minute 16. Tyngsborough. Goulet with his heels on the end zone, quarterback keeper, and let's just say his heels aren't on his end zone no more. Gain of 15.
Yeah, it takes it up. Looks like a little bit past the 20 there, and it's been the same old story. Tigers haven't been able to stop the running back on the runs. They haven't been able to stop the quarterback on the QB runs. And they've been getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage.
8 makes a catch, makes a man miss, and then gets gang tackled. That's by 3 and 2, Mano and Barranco.
Third quarter coming down to a wind.
So I think at this point, if you're the Tigers, okay, you didn't punch it in. Now it's okay next week. You know, it's let's finish this game good. Let's stay healthy. You know, let's get out of this game unharmed. And they got some pretty good matchups coming ahead. that they think they got a pretty good Goulette's going to air it out one-on-one, and he's got it. Might have even been a pass interference. And he's off to the races. I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
17 maybe, 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a football game, but it just turned into a track meet.
TJ Bradford.
As we're seeing a lot of running in open space for red and not yellow, which is not a good thing.
One thing I will say is number 6 for Tyngsborough has not scored a touchdown. That tells you how good the game plan was in not letting him beat you.
Yeah, just everybody else.
And unfortunately, they did give you a pretty good shellacking, 7-41 now here. We're just about entering the 4th.
Right. They kicked the extra point. It's 42. Not sure how much it matters at this point, but still looking for something to root here nonetheless. Tigers are going to be getting the ball to start the 4th quarter. Yeah.
I believe that there is a rule, actually, Ben, that if the Tigers if Tyngsborough's up by so much that the clock just runs and they don't stop it. Do you know anything on that?
Yeah, I believe so. From my playing days, there weren't too many times where we were the ones getting shellacked. But when we put the shellacking on the other team, yeah, that clock keeps on running, keeps the game,
You tell them,
fast.
We've got this game won already. Let's warm up the bus. Let's get our sandwiches made, and let's get back home. So it looks like we're going to do the kickoff, and then we're going to cut to the end of the 3rd quarter here. We do have a George Pickens jersey in the house tonight. One lucky fan.
It's a very interesting jersey to be wearing around here. But it's certainly one you notice, nonetheless.
A little bit of a hodgepodge view for the Littleton fans. I don't know what the theme is. I know Tyngsborough is definitely in that whiteout. But
maybe a little miscoordination.
I'm seeing a lot of flannel for Littleton.
I always thought, dressing the same as other people. I mean, it's a little corny, all right? It's a little corny, the theme. So I like the hodgepodge.
All right, nice catch by Teddy Hunt here. He's going to bring it back to the left side again. Oh, he's got a lane. He's gone. He's gone. Teddy Hunt, no one to beat. And just like that, it's 14-42.
So a little excitement there from the Tigers. Good blocking. I mean, Palmer has talked about it before. He's been right about the special teams. Littleton has definitely had the upper hand. It seems like on the returns, it looked like they were about to break one out at any second, and there it was. But they kicked it right to our number 7, Hunt, and he had the speed to break it out, and that's exactly what he did. And it gives this crowd something to cheer about as Littleton sets up for the extra point to make it still a lot to a little. But
a sign of life, though. They could have just put the tail between their legs and gone in for a few more plays and take their shellackings and go home.
Yeah.
But
it definitely looks better. So it doesn't look like they're setting up for the field goal or the extra point here. They're going to be...
analytics tell me that it does make sense to go for 2 here. Try to trim down one score.
Yeah, might as well get some more points on the board. Make it a little bit more appealing to look at from the box score perspective.
Milner throwing the ball up top. Oh! Almost caught off the tip drill.
It's really interesting how they had Milner in on that for that play.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that Mansauer has taken a couple good shellacks.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I saw him try to warm up down here right next to us on the sideline. So maybe he was feeling a little tight.
So Storman, let's look ahead to the future matchups here for Littleton. As you see, we started off hot. Air Shirley, a defensive battle, like you said. You were there. They won. Tyngsborough, not so much. But, again, we're going to be at Alumni Field here in Littleton for Murdoch and Narragansett the next 2 Fridays. Then we're going on the road for Nipmuc Gardner. Saturday in Nipmuc. Gardner, we're going to be back to Friday night. Then we're going to be going to St. Paul, Quabbin, and Air Shirley to wrap it up for the Thanksgiving game. Again, those last 3 are all here at Alumni, so it's a pretty good schedule for the Tigers this year. They get to finish 3 off at home and get to slug it out with Air Shirley again at Thanksgiving.
You know, a tough opponent tonight in the Tyngsborough Tigers. We knew coming in, right, Palmer? We knew that, you know, not only did the Tyngsborough Tigers look big physically, but they also came ready to play.
Absolutely.
And much more ready than you know, the Littleton Tigers.
I still don't know as if we've gotten a stop defensively.
I think we got 1 or 2, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's 42-13.
Yeah.
You just got to be thinking, hey, you know, we may be down by like 29 points right now, but a loss is a loss. If we lost by 3, then it'd still be a loss. So that's the kind of mindset they got to take in, and so they can
Littleton cheerleaders haven't
win some
lost any
games coming
spirit.
down the
They're trying
road.
to get the crowd back into it. Maybe onside kick? I mean, what the heck? Why not? You got to think that's what they're going for here. And that's what they won't do. They're playing for point differential, I guess. Oh, bad actually run back by Goulet. Or maybe not. 25, yeah. He probably could have got the touchback. It was bouncing that way. So no onside kick, Ben. What is your thoughts if you're the head coach there?
I think what that is, I think it's really just, you know what? We're kind of out of this game right now. Let's just kick the ball. Let's keep things normal. Let's try to develop
4-score game, yeah.
Develop some sort of identity to go into next week with.
Yeah.
So I don't think they want to onside it. They probably won't get it, and then Tyngsborough will have great field position, and then it gets even uglier, right?
Run up the middle. Nice, pretty good hit there by the Tigers. 56, I think, came in and cleaned it up. That is delayed McCoy.
Yeah, delayed. Good job getting in there, getting his penetration, filling his gap, wrapping up the runner in the backfield there.
So Teddy Hunt has played a pretty good game today. Actually, he's had he's had a couple of big mistakes.
And there he is.
As he makes the tag, he's had a pretty good game. He's definitely had a handful of mistakes that he's going to need to correct. But he's definitely helped spark some life into this.
Right, you know, there's been a few bright points today.
Absolutely.
And Teddy Hunt's definitely been one of them. We saw him make that sparkling play down here, and then, you know, a few more good catches, and he was really, you know, a big component of what the Tigers and the points they were able to score.
Oh, nice break of tackle. As Teddy Hunt just missed that tackle for a loss and then brought down by number 9, Nicholas Brooks.
So it looks like it's Tim Goulmet on that. Goulmet. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. This is a Littleton broadcast. Clock continuing to tick, as we talked about. Coming up on 10 minutes here to go in the game, as the Tigers can maybe get a turnover here. Take one to the house for some excitement.
Nice tackle there.
I mean, you expect
that's a 4th down stop.
You expect Tyngsborough to just run this ball over and over and over again to run this clock out.
It's good. I mean, that's the first stop for the Tigers, so that's good to see. They rallied one up together. I'd like to give a big shout out to the LC TV crew. Damon Abbott's, Mark Corey. Big shout out to them putting us on the air, doing all the technical work behind the scenes so that we can be a part of this and get this game to you guys. So big shout out to them. Thank you guys very much for having us. We look forward to being back. Hopefully.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mansour drops back, fires. Oh! And it was a great ball there.
Brooks had a shot at it, but he dropped it, and maybe a rolled ankle played into that.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a calf, ankle, struggling there. That's not what you want to see with 9 minutes left to go in a blowout.
It might be a calf cramp. Yeah, it looks like a calf cramp.
Yeah.
Those, I don't know. I don't know if you've experienced them in a game, but man, those are ruthless.
You know, I don't. It's funny you say that. I don't think I personally ever have.
I had one once in a basketball game, and
I remember that.
They do not mess around.
Good run there. They just give it to Zach Milner up the gut, and he's able to take it for about 10 and move the chains. Tigers showing some life. They're down, but they're still fighting, Palmer, and they still have heart, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
So that's definitely something that they can take into next week with them. Mansour just looked like he never got grasp of the ball. Reached back to throw it. Ball kind of flew out. Right. I mean, Palmer, like you talked about, you know, as it gets a little colder, as the night comes on, there's a little dew in the grass, the ball gets wet, and I think that's what happened there. As Mansour couldn't get a grip.
Like you said, the dew comes out, and the ball, you can't grab it, you know. And that causes problems, as we just saw there for Mansour. But let's see what he can come up with. It's second about a country mile. Oh,
they do draw him off sides. That'll be 5 yards.
Number
working
6.
in the
That's
Tigers'
been his
favor.
pretty much only mistake all day.
Yeah, he's played a pretty good game. As he's definitely been their most effective runner. He is a big feller.
Definitely a big fella. All right. Mansour barks his orders to the line. Quick hitter to Milner out of the backfield. Makes a man miss. And then gang tackled.
Still
at
fighting.
the 20-yard line. Absolutely, but gets pushed right along.
Yeah, Haynes came in there to make the tackle for Tyngsborough. It looks like he helped him out there. Pushed him for an extra 4 yards or so.
3rd and 6. Little fake play. I'll tell you one thing. I mean, their fake play might have worked once this game, but Mansour was not selling me. That's
Right.
for sure.
There's only so many times it's going to work, right, Palmer?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get a nose guard in there who just gets antsy, and on big plays he skips that in. 4th and 6.
You know, you have to wonder, is that the grip too, Palmer? Maybe.
Hard to say. Spiking it?
It did not look clean coming out of his hand.
No. I mean, like I said, you go put your hand on this turf right now.
It's definitely a little wet.
You're covered in water.
Yeah.
Your hand's covered.
So big 4th down for the Tigers, 4th and 6. I'm not sure how big it is.
They're gonna go
But
big.
if they don't get it, then
We'll say it's big. Biggest play of the game here for the Tigers. Mansour under center. He gets his call. It's a have to have it. Drop back. Quick release.
Oh.
Dropped. I put that in as a drop for Milner. I think he should have.
That's a little harsh.
Had it.
That's a harsh. It's a high throw. Good coverage.
But Sherman, you have to understand here. 4th and 6. You got to go to your bell cow. He goes to his player and says, "I'm going to let you go make a play on it."
All right, I agree.
And Milner didn't
I
make
agree.
a play
I'd probably like to see Teddy Hunt get a target there because it's 4th down, and you kind of hung your hat on that kid for the entire game.
I would like to see. I'd like to see next week them get Mano more involved.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've had a lockdown corner on him or what the problem is. He's not getting targets.
I think they've had little success passing, so he just hasn't really been an element of the game plan. I'm sure they planned on him being, but if you can't pass the ball, then you can't
win the game.
Well, you can't get your wide receiver the ball. That's all I know.
About 8 minutes left to go in this game. Nice run to the outside. Now, Stroman, are we going to start to filter in some bench players, get some of your starters out of the game here?
I would at this point. And not only are you giving the guys breaks, right, the starters breaks, but you're also going to be able to see what your backups have and be able to evaluate that.
If you ask me, I leave the line the same.
And
I leave the line the same.
This could be a game where a youngin gets his chance, proves it, and becomes a starter. So
who knows? Maybe number 12, Raymond Chen.
Maybe there's some silver linings in a big deficit like this, ladies and gents.
Quarterback keeper. Tackle for a loss. They do bring the backup in. That's 14. Chase. I won't even try saying it.
Zach Milner coming off the edge.
44 subs in for the Tigers.
Yeah, Palmer, just like you said.
Andrew LeDuc.
Just like you said, they're starting to sub out their starters.
Yeah, you got to get Milner.
As Milner comes off.
You got to get the Milners out. You got to get the Teddies out.
Yeah.
And we'll see what they do with their linemen. Generally, you like to keep your linemen the same. They got 56, 66, 55, and 50 in right now.
Yeah, I think they mostly kept it the same to your point there, Lincoln.
You got Owen Reedy, Cormier.
And I believe delayed.
Delayed
McCoy.
is in there. 51 is in there. Cooper. I haven't seen his name yet.
So run defense, making a little stop there with the backups in. This is just when, as a player, you just got to dig deep. With 5 minutes to go and you're down by this much, does it mean so much, for the game's outcome? No. But it's also about, you know, how much heart you have, how much you care, and, you know, what you want the coaches to think. You know, do you want the coaches to think you showed up and, you know, you got punched in the mouth first play of the game and just kind of, you know, put your head down, sat away, threw the towel in, or do you want to, you know, still fight the whole 48 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout for Tyngsborough. They said, we're just going to sit back and watch this for a little bit, see it unfold.
Right. I mean, so with, you know, we're just under 5 minutes to play here, Palmer.
Yep.
And it's 42-13. All right, so you're down 29 points.
Okay.
You know, personally, I think they just come out here, run their normal plays, right?
Yep.
No reason to do anything special. No reason to do any, you know, trick plays.
Yep.
Just keep working on your normal stuff. This is almost like preparation to get ready for next week, right? This week, you know, it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as they'd hoped.
Yep.
But, you know, now they're getting the wheels churning again, getting ready for next week, trying to, you know, gain some knowledge.
Prep it up, get ready, get you guys healthy. Hopefully that's just a calf cramp for Brooks. But I'll tell you one thing, when I had that calf cramp, that lingers. That's around.
It stays in the muscle?
That's around for probably 5 days.
Yeah, it's probably a little tight.
He's going to be limited for practice this week, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
nice
a good
punt.
point there, Palmer. Good insight there, considering you've had that same, not injury, but...
Right, just that calf cramp. It locks up, your foot's locked up, your ankle's locked up, you can't extend your foot, you just got to wait for it to
I can
pass.
imagine. You know, I never had a foot cramp playing sports, right, Link? But, you know, when you hit that big stretch when you wake up first thing in the morning,
about it.
Sometimes my legs do tend to cramp up in that case.
Absolutely.
And it does not feel good.
It happens to us all, you know?
Yeah.
I think Easter's done a good job today. I think he's probably going to be a little frustrated with this loss. The Tigers did shoot themselves in the foot at times, but when you're playing a team like Tyngsborough, you got to be 100% perfect. You know.
You do.
And the Tigers weren't. And I'm saying even if the Tigers were perfect, I still don't know.
Yeah,
I
ladies
still
and
don't know if
gents,
they have it.
with 5 minutes to go, look for them to pass the ball as they do here. Looks like they got Andrew Milner in now playing quarterback. As Mano takes this one down the sideline.
Oh, what a run!
looks like about to the 13-yard line. Gets the crowd riled up a little
56, a delayed McCoy just got a dose of Mano. Friendly fire. And Mano just absolutely runs over his own teammate. That's going to be on the highlight reel for sure. That's a beautiful play.
Yeah, Mano there kind of putting his power on display, whether it be his own teammate or a defender.
That's
the opposing
frustration.
team.
That's it. I didn't get enough targets today, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. We're Palmer's kidding, of course.
Just kidding. But seriously. All right, now they look a little bit slow here.
So the crowd was starting to drone out, but now, you know, there's some buzz. There's a little bit of buzz. Less butts in seats. People are standing.
Yeah. People are definitely filtering out now at this point. Little run to the number 5. Nice run. That's going to be down to just about the 3.
Yeah, Evan Fitzgerald. Good hard-nosed run. Good blocking there up front by the Tigers O-line.
Looks like that was started. The charge was by the right guard, 67. I don't have the name on my sheet.
I believe that's Mr. Palmer.
Oh, was that him? Looked like a good charge by the junior captain, Landon Palmer.
We got a stoppage on the field. Still waiting in real time for what the call is going to be.
We're finding out just as fast as you guys are.
Well, Lincoln, you know, not a great game, but it's been a great night.
Yep. We can chalk it up to just a beautiful night in the booth together.
Right. And these fans can chalk it up to Friday Night Lights and a little tease of the fall season coming up.
Absolutely. We look forward to Littleton's got a couple of good matchups. We think they're going to be pretty good games coming up.
Yeah, we do. We knew this one coming into it was going to be tough, but I think considering this was a non-league matchup, we knew it was going to be difficult. And you know, they got some teams coming up on the schedule that they can definitely score some points and win against. So
absolutely. Milner, had a shot with 11 of Littleton. Jameson through the midst there. Definitely should have had that one. Timely mistakes. There was a couple times Littleton had fourth down. They could have got some tackles, got the ball back.
Right.
But Tyngsborough, when they had to make a play, they put it down your throat.
Right. They kept the ball for so long.
Oh, big hit on 5.
So they go 5 wide there. Try to see if they can.
Fitzgerald, who gets shellacked.
See if they can
shellacked.
Sneak a pass in there. And unfortunately, it was what we call a hospital pass.
Hospital.
Over the middle.
You're trying to get him killed. That's why you got the bench in.
Right.
Alrighty. Hand off to 5. And they're going to get pulled up short.
Yeah, they give it to Fitzgerald.
That's going to be a turnover.
Tried to find something there, but tried to do something with nothing. And the Tigers just get stopped. That's really been the name of the game. Them not making the stops and them getting stopped.
Absolutely.
So Tyngsborough is going to have the ball. Looks like at their own 5-yard line. And with 2 minutes 31 seconds remaining, you probably got to think Littleton's not getting the ball back.
No. They might. It's hard to say. Are they going to kneel it and punt it, or are they going to run plays? I don't know.
I would assume that they'd come out and run this ball 4 times.
So, Stormer, well, we got a couple minutes waiting on Tyngsborough. What are your thoughts on New England's matchup against Miami?
You know what? I actually really like the Patriots. I really like the Patriots in this spot, Palmer.
Absolutely.
You know, I just think I think Miami's a little overrated right now because of their last game, and I think if the Patriots are able to beat them this week, then there'll be some serious hype.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to watching the game, and more importantly, looking forward to getting back here next week.
Right.
I'm looking forward to get back here and see a dog fight.
Right. It's always a good time coming to Alumni. It's such a nice facility.
Beautiful facility.
And I feel so fortunate I was able to play on it for the little time that I was able to.
So it looks like it was a timeout, Tyngsborough, I believe. As they look to make some adjustments to maybe extend this lead into the 30s again.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, this is what we call a moral victory. Let's stop them, and let's take that into next week.
Absolutely. And they're gonna go right up the middle, and nice cutback. That's going to be a gain of 11.
Yeah, so, they do move the chains there. And if they're going to run it one time and get the first down, then Tigers won't be getting the ball back. Because if Tyngsborough advances this ball for another first down, they're just going to run the clock out.
For sure. All right, Tyngsborough breaks the huddle here, comes out. Oh, maybe not. Now we're going to go.
For whatever it matters, you'd like to see Littleton come back out on the field, run some offense, get some repetition maybe.
A lot of new guys in for the Littleton Tigers as well as the Tyngsborough. You got 13 in there who I haven't seen yet. We don't even have them listed on our player sheet. We also have
lucky number 13.
28, who I believe is Justin Casey.
Yeah, they're just getting some guys in. Bronco's going to come in. Looks like Raymond Chen's also going to come in for the Tigers in the secondary.
Evan Mann, a bit of a limp off. You hope that's nothing more than just a little bit of calf cramping or...
Yeah, calf cramping or maybe a little frustration, probably both.
Yeah, absolutely. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be a first down, which will likely lead Tyngsborough to just kneel this one out. They could have knelt it out, actually.
Yeah.
But they decided to run it instead. But I don't hate that. You know, you got guys, backups who don't play a lot.
Might as well see a play.
Yeah, you know, they get the opportunity. You want them to go at it. You don't want them to hang around.
You get the handshakes and the field, and you guys could just talk over that and the way coach just make it go for it. I think Nancy's not what to talk about this game.
As the Tyngsborough cheerleaders are starting to celebrate their win over there.
So under 20 seconds to play. I think they're just going to let it run out. I don't even think they're going to get up to the line here. Maybe they will.
I don't believe as if they have to run another one. Looks
No.
like they're getting the sideline ramped up. And looks like that's going to be the game. So final score here, Alumni Field in Littleton, Massachusetts. We had a beautiful ceremony for the late and great Millie, kind of the heart and soul of Littleton. Unfortunately, that didn't translate to the Tigers' performance. They got a pretty good shellacking here, 13-42 in favor of Tyngsborough. They're going to go for the ceremonial handshake at halftime.
Right.
And,
you know, Lincoln, obviously they didn't come out and get the win. They have to use this, and they have to, you know, let it prepare them furthermore for next week. You know, they need to come out. They need to put this behind them, but also remember the highlights. Remember what they did good. Yeah. Remember what they did bad.
Remember what it feels like to get ran right down your throat.
Right, that's another thing
for
too.
All day, you know. So next week we're going to be back here against Murdoch, I believe, next Friday night. And I anticipate that being a good matchup. So we'd like to thank you guys for coming here to join the broadcast. I'm Lincoln Palmer here with Ben Stormwind, and you guys have a wonderful night and a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.